Hi guys, welcome to Educating Shani. I'm Shani and I'm recovering from an eating disorder. Hi Shani, hi. Okay, this is going to be a direct upload, so sorry if it's blurry, but that's what you get today. It's either this or nothing because I'm a ball of stress, time, placeness, and so originally I was going to film a video for you guys of me like trying on the outfits that I want to wear for the conference and letting you guys choose what I wear. But I tried filming that last night while I did my Instagram live stream, and it just didn't feel right to me. It just felt odd to me to be trying on clothes in front of people. I don't know why, it just felt weird for me. And then today I got a text from Ashley, who's running this conference, and she's like, girls, I say that we just dress really comfortably. And I'm like, I am all for it. So I'm basically just gonna wear my jean capris, flip-flops, and a t-shirt, and that's it, so. Okay, so anyway, I'm not doing that video anymore, which means I don't have anything for you. So I thought I would go back to my last time when I asked you guys to leave questions for me. I didn't answer them all, so let me go back and see if I can find some that I didn't answer, and I'll answer just a few, and then I'm gonna go because I've got a lot to do. Alicia was just here practicing her speech in front of me. She did a really good job. I'm really excited for her. I'm very proud of her. Okay, let me find a question. Okay. Cheyenne Godwin said, before your recovery, did you ever look up mean spo or thin spo? Okay, so for those of you that don't know what that means, I actually don't know what mean spo is. What does that stand for? I know what thin spo is. I'm assuming it's the same thing. But thin spo is thinspiration. And it's something that you can find online, and it's, in my opinion, one of the most evil things out there. They're basically pro-ana, pro-Mia websites, so pro-anorexia, pro-bulimia websites, and you see mostly a bunch of girls on there just posting photos that will like make you want to starve yourself and give you thin inspiration to get thinner, and they give horrible tips and tricks on how to have eating like, it's not a great place. I hate it. However, I have looked at them many times. Definitely not for a while, probably years, but I did go through that period of time of doing that, and I really wish I wouldn't have. It's kind of burned in my brain, and I wish I didn't have those images in my brain and those tips in my brain, because now, I revert back to that when I'm in a self-destructive mindset. That's what I remember, and I remember those images, and I remember what I learned on there, and it's just, it just makes me sick to talk about it, to be honest. So yes, I've heard of it. Would I recommend it? No. Even if you're curious, no. Trust me, don't look at it. It is the devil, for real. I will say, and I've said this before, and I've owned up to this before, there are some groups on those pro-ana, pro-Mia websites who are good, supportive groups like what we have. But for the most part, it's not. And I don't think that they should do their support groups on the pro-ana, pro-Mia websites. That doesn't make sense to me. But at least they are trying, and that's awesome. But that's like 1% out there. I would rather they get like, I don't know. But then again, that draws in a crowd, and I've been there. I know what it's like to use clickbait to draw in people who are struggling and then try and help them. So I get that too. So anyway, the answer is yes. I did look at them, and I wish I had not have. So, okay. 0bun0o says, do you think full recovery is ever possible? With addictions, it's hard because because it will always be at the back of your mind, and there's always slip-ups, and because it's so addictive, it's so easy to relapse and get worse again. What does recovery mean to you? What made you want to recover? Okay, so first of all, do I think recovery is possible? I do believe recovery is possible. I personally believe that even once I'm fully recovered, actually, I can only speak for myself, and I honestly truly believe that this will be something that I will think about for the rest of my life. I think those thoughts will never go away. They might go away almost completely, but I have a feeling that they'll pop up here and there once I'm fully recovered. And maybe even every day is my guess that they would pop up, because that has not slowed down as far as thinking goes for me yet. But that doesn't mean I or anybody can't recover. That just means that we have to work harder than most people, and we have to fight harder than most people to not give in to those voices. So, okay. Just Samantha said, I'm really scared to recover and I don't want to tell a therapist, but I know I need the help. If I'm not ready to recover, should I tell anyone? Yeah, you should. And I've talked about this millions of times. But the reason you should, even if you're not ready to recover, is because something could happen to you that's really bad. And sometimes you might only have like literally 1 minute before you die. And if it could be the difference of whoever you live with knowing what you're doing and not knowing, that could take your life. And you might think to yourself, well, I don't want to live. I want to die. Trust me, I've been there. And when I almost died, I didn't want to die anymore. In that moment, I was like, oh my gosh, God, please do not let me die. God, please. Like, that's what I did over and over. So, like, for instance, if you were to self-harm and no one in your family knew that, and you cut a little bit too deep and you started to bleed out, you could pound on the wall and get them to come in. And instead of them spending 10 minutes asking you why you're doing this and what you're doing, blah, 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 we could skip all that and freaking call 911. I mean, hopefully they would anyway. But do you get my point? Same thing with, like, you know, when I almost died, when I swallowed the toothbrush. You can go check out that story if you want to. But when I almost died, had I not gotten that toothbrush out miraculously, I could have just pounded on the wall. Once I knew I was like a second away from death, I would have pounded on the wall had I not gotten it out, and Danny would have come in. And if he didn't know what I did, he wouldn't know what was going on because he couldn't see the toothbrush down there. He didn't know I was choked. He wouldn't have known. And I wouldn't have been able to tell him because there was a toothbrush down my throat. So, like, little things like that, even though you might not feel like you want to recover right now, it's very important to tell the people that care about you that you have a problem. Trust me, you don't want something horrible like that to happen to you. Okay. Jenna Marriott says, Marriott, what do you do when you feel insecure about your weight? It's been so hard lately. I feel like I can't even leave the house because of my insecurities. Girl, I'm actually with you right now on that. I've gained quite a bit of weight, and oh, trigger warning. Sorry, I forgot to put the I can't edit this. Trigger warning. I'm going to talk about weight. I'm actually not. That's all I'm going to say is that I understand. I don't know exactly what you're going through. Nobody can, but I do understand what that feels like. And right now, especially for me right now, because I'm getting ready to go and speak in front of a bunch of people and be on a panel of speakers who are very, you know, in my opinion, physically fit and beautiful and all of the things. And I'm over here and I've gained a ton and tons of weight lately. And for no reason too. Like, it's really weird. We're trying to figure that out right now. But so basically, do I have an answer for this? Let's see. What do you do when you feel insecure about your weight? It's been so hard lately. Okay, so what do I do when I feel insecure about my weight? Well, this is a tough one. I don't want to tell you what I do. I hide, but you shouldn't hide. Like, I don't want to tell you that, but that's honestly my answer. But that's not the right answer. We need to learn to listen to those around us. We need to learn to, first of all, actually, screw that. We need to learn that it doesn't matter if you've gained weight unless you're like dying or if it's like a bad health reason or something. But if you're gaining weight and you're feeling fat because of it, instead of unhealthy, if you're feeling fat and ugly and whatever, we need to learn that that does not matter. And some days I feel that. I truly, really feel that. And some days I don't. Today I don't. So this is probably the wrong day for me to answer this. So I'll answer that on a better day. But I think you know, and I know, everybody knows what you need to do. Trust your loved ones, trust the world, know that nobody is looking at you as much as we think they are. They're not. Nobody cares what we look like. Nobody cares. And even if we are the ones that care, just remember this might only be a moment. Like, literally, I just bought these new jeans for the conference and I had to go up quite a few sizes from what I used to be. And And I remember that when I tried them on in the dressing room, I thought they made me look really good and really thin. Well, thin for me. And so I took them home and then I tried them on in front of my mirror. And I was like, what happened between here and the store? And so then the next day I tried them on again and I looked in the mirror and I looked the same way I did in the store again. Like, our minds change so often. That's what eating disorders do. Sometimes we get clouded with BDD, body dysmorphic disorder. That can creep in here and there when you have an eating disorder and make you feel horrible about yourself and make you see something in the mirror that isn't what it is. And so just remember that even if you're seeing the truth or you're not, it doesn't matter. And where the hatred of being fat in public or feeling beautiful when you've gained weight, like, that is all coming from an evil, awful voice of Ed, that place that's just so evil. I don't have any other words today or ever, but you know what I mean. You're beautiful just the way you are, and I'm beautiful the way that I am, and so are all of you. So, okay, let's see. I'm trying to remember what else I answered. Micah Pilon says, what do you do for self-care? I have to, okay, so this is something I just started doing a couple months ago, where I had to start cutting people off as far as, like, I have a routine at bedtime, and that's something I've always had a routine. I have to have a routine at bedtime, probably due to my BPD a little bit and other mental things, but now my bedtime routine includes a lot of self-care. So I have a routine. I go poop, which takes forever again because I have gastroparesis, but I get to watch YouTube while I poop, and I look forward to that every day. That's like my little escape in my mind. I get to watch YouTube, and I'm so excited to see what new videos are out, and it's my passion, and I love it. And then I get to do a live stream right before I go to bed. I do a live stream, and I connect with you guys. I connect with whoever's on Instagram every single night. And that makes me feel good to connect with you guys. And then I get to eat something and watch a show and then go to sleep. Like, that's what I do. And that might not be considered self-care. I know people consider self-care like getting a massage or going to the gym or like being all healthy and stuff. I don't really know much about that. I just try to once a day give myself a couple hours that doing something that's totally relaxing and makes me feel not stressed, and where I can just forget about everything. So just for those couple hours, just kind of forget and then let myself fall asleep and go to sleep. So anyway, okay, what are we at? 13 minutes. Let me do one more. I can't remember which one of these I didn't answer. This is a great idea. I know. I look great, by the way. Thank you. I know. I do. I'm beautiful. You're beautiful. I am not wearing a bra. I am wearing pants. This is new. Wow. I'm so proud. Kira said, how old are you and when is your birthday? I'm 33 years old. My birthday is October 19th. Okay, that wasn't a good last question. I mean, that was a good question, but that was short. Let me find another last question. So many questions about my hair. Okay, thank you. Okay. This is a good one. Okay, Becca Garvin says, hello, Shani. Hi, darling. My question is, have you been to a gastrologist? I thought it was called something else. Gastroenterologist or something, I thought. Gastroenterology. I don't know, but I know what you mean. And if so, were you extremely nervous when you went? I recently have been scheduled to go to one, and I'm quite nervous, extremely, and have been having anxiety issues with it. I love you so much and so much support. Also, YouTube is evil sometimes. Ugh, I agree. Thanks. Okay, I was nervous the first time, but I'm nervous the first time I meet any new doctor. That's never fun. I don't think anybody really enjoys that or looks forward to that. I could be wrong. However, you really don't have much to be nervous about. It's probably the most you can expect. The worst that they'll do, and it's not even worse, but like the most uncomfortable thing that they might do is do like a rectum check where they have you lay on their side and they put the gloves on and go up your butthole. That is the only thing that was uncomfortable for me. Everything else was fine. Especially with the guy that I had, he was like this cowboy, like with a cowboy accent, cowboy attitude. He even had cowboy boots on. Just that personality of like, I don't know, he just did not even seem like a doctor. It was so cute. And he was so funny and just would make me laugh the whole time. And he was actually the one that, well, should I talk about that now? I can't edit this. Okay, he was basically the first doctor that told me that, that asked me if I had been, you know, hurt, I guess, abused, down there. And that's kind of, anyway, so I guess that's the only other thing. So being told what I already knew, really, but also being checked is the only bad thing. And then if you have to get a colonoscopy, the prep is not fun. We've all seen me do it. It's not fun, but it's only a couple hours and then it goes away and then you're great. And if they're going to do anything beyond checking you with their fingers, then they'll knock you out anyway and you won't even know. So just trust them. They know what they're doing. I don't think I've ever really I've had a bad experience with some of them, but they were emergency care doctors, and that's different. They're used to seeing emergencies, not regular everyday diagnoses or regular IBS or whatever other problems. So just don't be scared. You've got this. Like, I believe in you. I've done it, and many times I've met so many of them. One of the ones I met was a total dick, but he was just the surgeon, and surgeons aren't meant to. Most surgeons do not have good bedside manner. So if you're going to meet like with a surgeon for the first time, just prepare for that. Just be like, okay, he might come off as a dick, but he's really actually trying to help me, and that's his way of doing that. Unfortunately, he might not have the best bedside manner, but just put your mind at ease. Don't stress too much about it. But I will say that I will validate that, yeah, that it felt stressful for me at first, but once I did it, it was totally fine. Just kind of like with a pap smear, it's that type of stress, and it sucks. I'm not gonna lie, but it's over within like 5 seconds, literally. So yeah, you've got it. You've got it. Don't worry. And I'll say a little prayer in my heart for you, like I always do for you guys. So, okay, I'm gonna go to poop. I'm gonna go to bed, which means I'm gonna go poop, and then do my live stream on Instagram, and then eat something and watch Survivor and go to bed. So that's my plan. What are you gonna do tonight? Tell me in the comments below. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for something, I promise. And thanks for being patient with me this week. It's a crazy week right now. What is wrong with me? Why am I talking like this? Okay. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. And remember forever and always that you are beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye.